Get me through my morning every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
When you're a kid, sometimes mum and dad just brought out the special stuff,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, whether it be food or drink.
Yeah.
And we had a discussion about this the other day, and you were talking about your dad on the farm in Beckham, New South Wales, population 8. And
65, thank you very much.
sorry, mate, my fault.
How very dare
Does it
you.
really matter when you're the only person in your year? Not just your class, but your year.
Yeah, post office, hall and a pub.
Perfect.
Well done. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's nice.
Every now and then your dad would venture down. Did you have a bottle shop, or you just got your alcohol from the pub?
I don't know, actually. I think there was a bottle shop at a nearer town, but I don't think there was a bottle shop connected to the pub. It's like one of those old school country pubs. It's really cool.
Yeah, so there wasn't a Dan Murphy's.
Absolutely not.
Anywho, so you were saying that when your dad brought out a particular beer, you were on.
Yeah, absolutely. We were. Well, as kids, we weren't on.
No, but
Mum
you know
and Dad were on.
Yeah.
My dad mixed between VB and Melbourne Bitter.
Exactly.
And then, when there were crownies in the fridge,
Yeah.
something good had happened.
Yeah.
It was a celebration, usually at the end of harvest.
Yeah.
There's a box of crownies. And I'm not alone in this space as well.
No.
Producer Flack, crownies was the top shelf celebration beer.
Yeah, so my dad would only ever drink VB, but for a special occasion or if some friends were coming over or Christmas, he'd say to my mum, all right, love, got to go get my box of crownies.
Yo.
And you know what the cutest thing is? To this day, he's in his 60s and Dad still, for a special occasion, will buy crownies.
Oh, that is so
They're still
good.
around. And even cuter, he'd drink every single one of them. Oh, 24 in one sitting. Well done, Mr. Flack.
It's actually not really a lie, but sure.
My stepdad always had Bundy rum. Bundy rum in the cans, but when he got the actual bottle of Bundy rum out, whoa.
Yeah. All of
out.
a sudden, bang. That's what happens when people drink Bundaberg rum.
Oh, you can get a little bit angry. Not
Yeah.
Poppy Jeff, though. Not Poppy Jeff.
I mellowed him. That's nice.
100%. And so this is a sad story. I don't know if I should tell it. I've committed now, though. But when he passed away, because he had dementia in the end,
Oh, you poured rum on him.
he what?
I thought you poured rum on him.
No.
One last little dash. So he had that rum stench going up to heaven. Then he got to the pearly gates and they're like, well, you're not coming in here, rummy.
It's not where the story was
Sorry.
going.
Continue.
We're just saying he still had a carton left over, so we all drank the Bundaberg rum to Poppy Jeff. That's a nice
that's
story,
nice.
isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, your story was better about pouring.
13 24 10. What was your special occasion food or drink? Give us a call.
Yeah.
And maybe it was from your childhood where you're like, oh, nice. Because straight away when I saw that,
Yeah.
it wasn't because Mum and Dad were about to get drunk. They probably weren't. Sometimes I think Dad would just have one or two crownies. But it was the fact that you knew Mum and Dad
Yeah.
were in an absolute great mood. So all of a sudden the kids were like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're partying. We don't know why,
Yeah.
but we're on.
But-
Woo, Chinese food, yeah.
Oh, that's such a good story. Anyway, R.I.P. Poppy Jeff.
Oh, my God.
Give us a call, 13 24 10.
Let's go. Let's go to Salisbury North. Good morning to you, Leanne.
Good morning. How are you going?
We're so good. When was it a special occasion? When did you know?
We knew it was really special when Mum and Dad would be getting ready with the stereo speakers. You know, remember the olden day stereos with the massive speakers? Dad would put one by the front door, one against the lounge room window and tell us to come out on the front veranda. Dad would magically appear. We'd have shandies, Mum, Dad, me, and my sister. And then the special part was the bowls of cashew nuts. Mum and Dad would have their own bowl and Danielle and I would get one. But we were allowed to ride our bikes just a little bit further
Yeah.
when they were having these drinks and their little dance on the step.
Yes.
But once as a real special time,
Yeah.
we asked Dad if we could have a puppy and guess what? Dad said yes. And we did get to get one. It was the best. Forever, that is the happy memory.
Oh.
And my sister and I both do the same thing with our kids.
See, that's perfect. You're creating core memories.
I know.
Yeah, it's a legacy. The shandy and cashews
Yeah.
is a legacy in our family.
I just
Perfect.
love the visual of Leanne's dad just wheeling the speaker towards the front door.
Oh, the neighbours hated it.
Oh.
He would have it so loud, the windows were literally shaking. There'd be a lot of daggers between Dad and the neighbour across the road, but it was all forgiven in the end.
Yeah, and then Dad took over some cashews and all was well.
Everything was forgiven. Fancy pants, cashews, la-di-da.
Mel, what was your special occasion drink on this occasion?
Oh, my dad. It was always the good old bottle of St. Agnes brandy.
Yeah.
Agnes.
You know, can I ask a question, Mel? Are there any other brands? Like, is it just...
Well,
It's
No.
just St. Agnes, isn't it?
No,
Like, it's unbelievable.
St. Agnes. Had to be St. Agnes.
St. Agnes.
And as soon as that came out, him and his mates, it would be on for young and old.
Oh,
So then,
Oh, yeah.
so then what sort of vibes were the kids feeling when the St. Agnes came out? Like, was it like, oh, Dad's about to get really loose?
Oh, my gosh, yeah. We just thought it was absolutely fantastic because we lived in the country on the outskirts of Mount Gambier
yeah.
near the pine forest. So we just used to take off.
Oh,
We just... And we would just come back and they would just be absolutely gone.
oh.
You know, all the wives on the champagne and
Yeah, right.
and them all on the St. Agnes brandy, and it was just an absolute fun time.
Well, thank you, Mel. That's wonderful. Isn't that great? Responsible parenting.
I'll say this much.
Oh, I loved it when Dad started having a few drinks because we could go for days.
I think we can all agree the times have very much changed.
Let's go to Caitlin from St Kilda. Good morning, Caitlin.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, thank you. I think you're about to mention everyone's favourite dessert. Let's go.
I believe it's is it Viennetta? Viennetta? Or?
Yes.
Viennetta.
Yeah, I can't actually pronounce it properly. I think it's Vienna or Viennetta.
Streets
Good old
Viennetta.
Pizza Hut ice cream.
Yeah.
That
So
was so elite.
what did that signify when that came out?
Well, that was actually a treat for my brother and I. So
Yeah.
my mum, growing up, we didn't really have like Cokes and takeaways, but yeah, the Viennetta come out and yeah, it was all over from there. So
Yeah. Right.
yeah, it was. Otherwise, we went to Pizza Hut at the time, and then they actually finally brought it out into the shops, and it was $1 million to get back then. So I'm not sure if they even make it. So anymore.
It's still
That's
around.
a good question. I'll have to do
know.
some research to see if our Streets Viennetta is still around. I reckon it was a couple of years ago, and it's been so ingrained in me that even now, like, it wouldn't matter if it was worth $1. I'd look at it and be like, oh, no, we can't afford that.
You can still
That's
get
a
it.
special occasion.
According to producer Flag.
Do you know how much it's worth there?
$8.
$8.
$8. That's on par with ice cream at the moment. Ice cream is so expensive at the minute. I'll tell you what, she might be a Viennetta night at the Oddie household tonight.
La-di-da. It's all happening.
Goodness me, homemade fish and chips and Viennetta.
A voice that I reckon could genuinely knock your socks off.
Absolutely.
Listen to this.
No pain could be deeper. No life could be cheaper. No point anymore if I can fly.
Oh, my very goodness, Jodes. That is the angelic vocals of our next guest.
What a sensational voice he has, and he joins us now, Brendan Xavier from Beauty and the Beast. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Thank you very much.
Oh, goodness me. I mean, Hazy's a bit of a singer as well. How did you rate that? Was it a bit pitchy, or did he nail those notes? Or
I sarcastically
killed it.
when we were listening to it before, Brendan, I sarcastically said to everyone, "Oh, it's a bit pitchy, isn't it?" And everyone looked at me like I couldn't say anything more wrong in my life.
Brendan, this musical looks absolutely spectacular. I want to ask you around the prosthetics that you're wearing and all the makeup and everything and the costumes. That's got to take hours to put together, doesn't it?
It takes around 5 minutes.
What?
What?
I know. Because I start the show as myself, and the makeup and wigs department, they work magic. So basically I quickly run off stage and I've got 5 minutes to put all the prosthetics on. I think there's about 4 or 5 different pieces that they have to sort of glue to my face, and then I have to do a really quick costume change, and then I have to run back on stage.
But prior to that, you've had a life cast and a body scan and these hand sculpted prosthetics and an individual head mould as well to put all these things together. That is absolutely incredible. That process would have blown your mind.
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, it's such a huge thing to sort of be a part of, and you kind of never anticipate that you're going to be a part of something so highly detailed and such a huge scale and so nostalgic. So, yeah, I'm just having a great time being a part of it.
Brendan, I'm looking at your Instagram. Are you just like... Are you living your best life and living your dreams? Because you're travelling all over the world doing musical theatre, which would be so much fun. But there's literally not a country that you haven't been to.
I know. I'm a bit of an avid traveller. I love exploring new places. And the great thing about being in Beauty and the Beast, we get to travel all over Australia, which I love. And I've done it before with another show. It does have its downsides. It's quite... physically demanding and being on the road for that long, it does get kind of hard. You do miss home, but no, it's an incredible life.
You say it's physically demanding. I always think of people like you doing what you do. It would be carte blanche to eat whatever you want, and on your Insta you're eating pizza and burgers and chips and the whole works. Like, you could pretty much fuel your body with whatever, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, you take a bit of liberty with depending on how much you're doing during the week, but I try and embrace the culture as much as I can.
You're going to love it here. You should head to Fugazi, which is just the most beautiful restaurant here in Adelaide, in a place called Peel Street. So make sure you head there.
All right, writing that down right now.
Fugazi, F-U-G-A-Z-Z. All right,
perfect. Thank you so much.
Did I just say ZZ?
Yeah. Brendan, can you repeat that back to us, please?
No, I'm not brave enough for that.
Tickets are on sale today. Beauty and the Beast Adelaide Festival Centre from May 2025. Brendan, thank you so much, and thank you for giving insight into what actually happens behind the scenes, because the lives that you guys lead are truly fascinating.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Brendan. Can't wait to see it here.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, mate. All the
See ya,
best.
thank you.
Oh, thanks. No worries.
F-U-G-A-Z.
Your father, he's on the naughty list.
Jody and Hazy's Naughty at 6:40.
Naughty.
I give the hot tip, Jodes, that this particular segment is not for the elderly either.
Ooh.
Naughty at 6:40 is a chance for us just to be a little bit risque before we straighten up just after 7 o'clock. I need your help with something too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
You know me. You know I love a bold, humorous stunt.
Yes.
And this one involves laser clinics. They've unveiled a striking field art installation beneath one of London's busiest flight paths, dubbed Crotch Circles. It's an artwork that features 3 Moan designs representing popular bikini line styles. They are the Brazilian, the Hollywood, and the bikini. So when you land in, you see 3 particular styles of, how do I say it? Manicured ladies? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
But this is where I'm confused. And also, producer Flack is confused, because we're 2 blokes who need some education. We're just trying to better ourselves. It's all about self-development. Take us through it. What's a Hollywood?
So a Hollywood is a complete removal of all the hair down there.
Oh, my very goodness.
So you're bald, essentially.
Okay, because this coincides with a little study they've done. 32% of women opt for the Hollywood complete hair removal.
Yeah.
That must be painful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, laser's an interesting one before we digress. Or do you want to do the other styles first before we digress into the laser territory?
Well, this is where beautiful natured producer Flack and I get a little bit confused.
Yeah.
What's a Brazilian? Because did you think a Brazilian was everything?
I thought a Brazilian was completely bald.
Well, you're both buffoons. No, that's like the little triangle or the little, as we call the landing strip.
Oh.
What's the one that's the back sack and...
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's a men's only thing.
That's the Hollywood. That's everything.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wow.
Because Flack's got the hairy back. It's actually his high school nickname, Hairy Back Flack.
And crack.
Yeah. And finally, the classic bikini line. So
Yes.
What's that mean?
Oh, that's essentially what most of us do, and you just tidy up outside. So, say if you've got a pair of bathers on, it's just that line, so your bikini line, so you can't see anything.
Oh, you're gaslighting us.
Well, no, I'm not gaslighting you.
You're
Why?
gaslighting us to think
Why?
that everything's fine and everything's perfectly kept. You're just holding it in perfectly. Oh, great, thanks.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know.
I need to know.
I need to know.
What's in the news today?
To know this.
Here's what you need to know. What you need to know with Jody and Hazy.
everything you need to know this morning. And speaking of concerts, apparently there was a bit of a ruckus last night out the front of Dean Lewis.
What? Hang on.
I will.
Listen to this, though. He's a lover, not a fighter.
So true.
His music does not, evoke violence.
No.
What the hell's going on?
And I guess emotions just boiled over because there were cops everywhere apparently when people were leaving, and there was some suggestion that someone might have been injured. I don't know. You just spoke to Hayden Nelson. He's down there on the scene. What did he have to say?
Well, he's at the Cherry Festival, actually. He's getting right with his cherry sober. Cherry's top shelf,
Yes.
Dean Lewis second. But there's reports and rumours of someone potentially getting stabbed with keys and all sorts of things.
Oh, dear.
We need to get to the bottom of this because
Yeah.
it's not the Dean Lewis concert that I know.
It's not the spirit of Dean Lewis.
It's not in the spirit of Dean Lewis.
It's not on this Dean Lewis bingo card, is it, at all?
And when Dean Lewis says, how do I say goodbye, in particular to Adelaide, he says, I don't have a problem with it at all when the kids fight each other.
No.
Come on, make love.
Yeah.
That's why I do this.
Hey, let's talk wine, shall we?
There we go.
So what about this? Pizza Hut has launched a limited edition tomato wine.
Okay, good. Oh, fill up the cup.
Oh.
There it is. Oh, those beautiful tomato aromas.
So it allegedly captures the essence of your favourite slice in every single sip. Ooh. They've joined forces with Kansas-based Irvine's Just Pop Beyond Paradise Winery to create the unique beverage. Interested? It's Friday night. We all know what that means at your house.
Yeah. Pop a bottle of tomato wine.
No. Steak, beers and tears night.
Replace the beers with tomato wine.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Look, when you think wine knobs, you think of, those fancy people who sit there and they say outrageous things like, oh, it's dancing across my palate.
Oh, yes.
Well,
the tannins.
Producer flack is
one of
even
those.
worse than
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay? This is a bloke who walks in very snooty-nosed and talking about the wine that he had last night.
All I said was my sweet spot is a $30 bottle of wine, and I don't think the wine that you occasionally drink, what's it called, the $10
Stump
Are
Jump.
you too good for Stump Jump? Is that what you're saying?
Or too good for Stumpy.
Well, I don't want to be rude, but it's a bit basic, bitch.
No, oh.
Do you know, just a quick story. I used to get Stump Jump as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what turned me off?
What?
I reckon I went to Dan Murphy's or somewhere.
Yeah.
And when I put it over, and I was with Cara as well, to pay for it, the bloke goes, oh, yeah, good old Stumpy, eh? And I was like, oh.
What's wrong with that? Are you too good for Stump Jump now? What's wrong with you two?
It just
It is the
didn't
most
paint
elite.
Stumpy in a good light.
It is the most elite bottle of $10 red that you will ever find in
Yes,
this
right.
state. Okay,
Producer Flack, are you sipping on some tomato wine anytime soon?
$38, mind you. The tomato wine may be red in colour, but is advertised as tasting similar to a white wine when chilled.
If someone from the Barossa or McLaren Vale wants to bring it out, I'll give it a try. But it's great that it tastes like pizza, but unless it's a wine that tastes like barbecue meat lovers, I'm probably not touching it.
I guess this is such a female thing to say, but I guess the way I look at it is it saves on calories.
Yeah,
Because
that's
if you're sort of tasting pizza and drinking your wine at the same time, you're halving the calories that you normally
well
do.
done.
Thank you.
Genius.
Thanks, ladies. Friday,
Well done, Jodes.
Friday calorie tips from Jodie Oddie.
Some really, really life tips from Jodie on a Friday.
You're so
Thank
welcome.
you so much in advance.
It has been such a big week, hasn't it?
Oh, it has. We got there.
We did. We're nearly over the finish line.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to reflect, engage, see what's happened, work out how we can be better.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't
You
it?
know?
Improvement, self-reflection,
Yep.
positivity, negativity, all those things rolled into
I
one.
mean, tomato, whatever.
It's Jodie's diary. Enjoy.
Jodie's Diary.
Dear Diary, there's no other way to say it. This week started off, well, a little bit kinky.
Yeah.
Nah, sensory plays is like tickling or like when people use hot wax and that sort of
Oh, you know.
Yeah. As soon as I offered to explain this, I knew.
Oh, my God. Honestly, sometimes, though, you bring this stuff on
trying to
yourself,
help.
man.
the princess of kink has arrived.
Do you ever get your words mixed up so you confuse a life-saving technique with a crucial part of the female anatomy? A bit of sweet potato just lodged in my throat and I literally couldn't breathe. And at that point where I couldn't breathe, you're yelling out.
Incorporate the Hyman maneuver.
Is that the Hyman manoeuvre? It's the Hyman.
What? Heimlich. It's a hymen, isn't it? No. Oh, jeez. That's no. Isn't that? I'm confused.
Words you can't say. Am I right, Beck? What are the words that you get wrong or you take them out of context? Let's go to you, Rebecca from Anglevale. Let's have a crack at it. What is it?
Say squirrel.
Sorry?
Squirrel.
What are you trying to say?
Are you trying to say squirrel?
Yes.
So,
Why doesn't your squirrel have an S? Why is it a quirrel?
I can't do it. I can do it if I do it real low, but then I sound like an idiot.
okay, well,
Go again.
Squirrel.
The schoolies were up and about and we learned how to know you've never left the Gold Coast without saying you've never left the Gold Coast.
Meeting heaps of new people. I met someone from Canberra in the mosh pit. I was like, what?
Canberra. Like, does that actually exist?
Oh,
do people live in Canberra?
Oh,
Got that, Canberra. It's good not to be bullied, isn't it?
Kids. They'll say the weirdest stuff.
Got a 4-year-old, and she went into this big rant where she explained that this family doesn't love her.
Okay.
Said something about mum. It might have been something food related. She said that Henry always teases her.
Aw.
And then I said to her, "What about me, Lottie?" And Lottie goes, "And Dad tried to break my leg." I know I had to defend myself. I'm like, "Cara, she's lying. She's lying. I didn't try and break her leg."
We learned to never pick a fight with Melanie Bracewell from the Cheap Seats. Well, Mel, we can catch all the highlights from the year on the Cheap Seats. The finale is tonight. Can't wait for it. You do a wonderful job. Thank you for being our second favourite New Zealand comedian.
Well, you guys are my second favourite Adelaide radio show.
Yeah.
Is that what it feels like? That hurts so much. You're a favourite. Ursula's too.
Just when we think things couldn't get any worse after sledging Mel, I decided to drop a factually incorrect fun music fact and got eaten alive. Yesterday, Harper wanted to hear the Arpa Dappa Dappa Dap song.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, Google, play the Arpa Dappa Dappa song. And it came up as apartment. And I was like, well, that's not the right song. And then my 11-year-old said to me, yes, it is, because Apata is short for, you know, when you shorten apartment.
It's apartment.
No, when you shorten apartment, it's like APT.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's meet me at the apartment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Why do you look so
Get it?
blank?
Is that the fact?
That's the fun fact.
Oh.
You guys are jerks.
Producer Flack, you've been doing some research. Where are we at, great
Okay,
man?
Apata is where you put your hands in the middle in a circle. Someone calls out a number and you go, like, let's say it's 10, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and hands keep going over the top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And the one who's at the bottom has to take a shot.
Nice.
So it's a very much an alcohol-driven game. And,
Wow.
and it's called, in Korea, Apata.
Interesting.
Oh, see, that's what a fun fact is.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, great work, Flack.
We should play it in an apartment.
Gosh, what is wrong with you?
So to all the schoolies,
I met someone from Canberra.
small furry animals,
Squirrel.
and the lying toddlers.
Dad tried to break my leg.
Go off this weekend, kings and queens. All my love, Jody.
Celebrating normal dads of Adelaide doing hot things. Jody and Hazy's Hot Dads of Adelaide calendar.
Yes, we are putting together a calendar, the Hot Dads of Adelaide. This is, I mean, you don't have to be the hottest bloke on the planet, but you do have to do hot things that your partner goes, oh my God, when you do that, you're so damn sexy. The calendar shoot is underway. We've got men doing beautiful stuff like handing out flowers, cooking after a long day, cooking shirtless. I don't know. It's all there. Doing things with the children. Most of the slots are filled up, as in 11 of the slots are filled up. However, there's still one remaining. And that one remaining month is the pinnacle. It's what everyone who's a dad in Adelaide and who is hot should aspire to, and that is December.
Yes.
So I put to you, Andrew Hayes, I've spoken to Cara and she said you do some pretty hot things around the house.
This is where I know you're full of it.
So it's just dawned on you what I'm about to ask. I think it's written all over your face. Would you be happy to be our Hot Dads of Adelaide December representative?
Let me just find this button. Oh, there it is. Sorry, what I meant to press was this.
No. Press anything but those buttons. Press the explosion. I don't care. But some sort of agreeance noise that you're happy to be Mr. December in our calendar.
Well, you're the boss. You're pointing this on me. I thought we had a discussion.
No, we did have a discussion, but then, I don't know. I just like to put you on the spot on live radio. It's what we do.
I know that you definitely didn't have a discussion with my wife because we spoke about this the other day and she was like, you don't do any of these things.
Yeah. But if we drill down long enough, I'm sure that we can find something that she finds sexy about you.
Gosh, what do I possibly do?
Say yes. Say yes.
Well, okay, I feel obliged to say yes. Just got to find something that makes Cara aroused.
I know.
By me.
That's going to be the challenge for everybody involved in the calendar. But you've already had experience. You've been in the Central District's calendar. What year? 2000 what?
2010.
Okay, let's recapture some of that form, shall we?
I don't know if we can. My hair was so much more thicker.
I know.
My skin was more bronze. My rig was in order.
Yeah.
Had the facial hair going on as well.
Yeah, you had the smolder look. Okay, babe, let's recapture the smolder. That's the challenge for you as a 38-year-old, actually 39-year-old, Mr. December. You up for it?
Pass me the can. There we go. Let's get the smolder look going on. It's going to take a bit of work, but we'll get there.
It's going to take 6 beers.
You know what? I'll do it for the team.
Yeah!
I'll do it for the Advertiser Foundation Kids Appeal.
Yes, that's nice. See, we put that element in there so you couldn't say no to the kids and the charity.
Oh, my gosh. What have I got? A couple of days to try and get in good nick?
Oh, probably less.
Let me start doing some push-ups right now. Do some push-ups.
But, folks, he's in! Yeah!
It's your birthday. Nova's birthday payday. It's your birthday.
Okay, this is how we roll. We give out a random date. You have to marry that up to the random month and you win $1,000. And I'm hoping Hope from Golfview Heights, that is you this morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good. How are you guys?
Going great, thank you. $1,000. It's in your pocket. We're heading into the weekend. What happens with it?
Let's just blow it.
Yeah.
Let's have a big weekend.
Oh, yes, Hope.
How'd it go?
Oh, that's what we want to hear.
Yeah. All right, Hope. Obviously, you were born on the 8th, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Camera guy Josh
Here we
joins
go.
us now.
Come on, Josh. You ready for a big old spin?
Well you got.
Big old spin. Let's blow it, baby.
Come on. Yes. Ahead of the weekend, Hope needs some cash so she can have a big old bender. Responsibly, of course, Hope.
Okay.
It's all about.
Hope. Were you born on the 8th of January?
No.
No, now you're going to have to be sensible.
It was close, wasn't it? It was March.
Nearly October.
No.
Nearly.
Nearly.
Certainly not nearly.
Same month format.
Yeah.
Good on you, Hope. Thank you for playing.
Never mind, Hope. Thank you so much
you.
for playing. Have a lovely weekend.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
See
Good
ya.
on you. All good though, Jodes.
That's okay.
Don't you get flat.
No, I'm
Because
not.
we will play again at 9 o'clock.
We've got
Okay?
45 minutes to go again.
Yep. Chance to really finish off the weekend strong. Okay, let's do this.
Let's get ready to roll. Ladies and gentlemen, Battle of the Bangers.
Battle of the Bangers. If it's unfamiliar territory for you, this is how it rolls out. We have a theme each week. This week's theme was Summer's Come Early, 36 today.
Yeah.
And so we run with that theme. We choose a song each and then we go head-to-head on Insta on the Jodie and Hazy page and we come up with a winner.
Yeah. Do you know the other thing about today is? The cricket starts.
Yeah.
If you're seeing Test cricket on the telly,
It's summer.
it's summer.
Sure is.
That's an Aussie summer right there.
Okay. Camera guy Josh joins us now. So our two songs went head-to-head.
Yeah, we had Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's mine again?
This was mine. Snoop Dogg, and you had a bit of Nelly. Oh, Two very summery songs.
Indeed. And it's good to know that you had full faith in yours, Jodie.
So, I just sometimes have a little mental blank when it comes to Battle of the Bangers, but we're all good.
That's why you don't deserve to win.
No, I'm
sometimes.
heavily invested.
Now, I'll tell you, it was pretty close.
Was it?
45 votes in it.
Yeah.
45 votes in it.
That's not close.
No, it's not. So can I get a drum roll, please?
I've got a bad vibe about this.
Oh, dear. Here we go.
It's Jodie Oddie.
I thought it was going to go down.
Don't you boo that.
Oh.
Sorry, you're supposed to be impartial over there with the buttons.
I am impartial with the buttons. Where's the sound effects? Where's the applause? Can't find it. What about this? No, that's not it. Here it is. Thank you. No, well done.
Oh.
You know I'm a sore loser, though.
So I think that is what we call the nail in the coffin. That's you can't win now.
I'm pretty strong. I can push my way out of a nailed coffin.
That's
I've done it before.
It's 22-18.
So what have we got? We've got 3 weeks left.
Yeah.
It's 22-18, 3 weeks left, and the last one is worth 2. Traditionally, it's always worth 2.
Always worth 2.
It's always worth 2.
All right, we'll give you that.
So we've got 3 weeks left. So there's still a chance for me to score 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
And you're, 4 points ahead?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to win every single week from now on.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Bloody hell, I'm so flat now. I was so confident with that.
Play my song.
Oh, congratulations. Your winning song for Battle of the Bangers this week is Nelly, Hot in Here. And that takes us to 22-18. Congratulations to you, Jodie. Enjoy.
Help yourself.
I'm not dancing, I'm itchy. I'm itchy for a comeback. So let's go. Although, it can be confused. That's how bad I dance. It looks like I'm itchy.
Yeah, like you've got eczema or something.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
No, I saw your hips moving. Don't worry.
Good on you. 22-18 now, Battle of the Bangers. That's the score. So from now on, there's only 3 more opportunities, and the last one is worth double points. I need to win. It is do or die.
Mm-hmm. It's
done.
desperate times for you.
Very desperate times, as per usual.
Fitzy Fridays, Fitzy Fridays, Fitzy Fridays.
Never a dull moment when this man is on board. Fitzy is joining us right now. Good morning to you, Fitzy.
Jodie Oddie, and am I currently talking to, is it Mr. September of the Hot Dads of Adelaide calendar man?
Incorrect. Mr. December. We're bringing it home hard, so
Merry
to speak.
Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.
Merry Christmas. Imagine putting a bit of mistletoe over that one, Jodes.
Well,
no thanks. No, actually, you do look hot. I don't know. For me, it's a choice out of Andrew Hayes or if it's Tom Wren. I don't know who I'm going to be taking home for Christmas, mate.
I mean, it's a tricky one.
We can both fit in your stocking, Fitzy. It's fine.
Tommy, you could fit 8 Tom Wrens in a stocking, I reckon.
You are not giving Tommy enough credit here in this space, I don't
we'll
think.
just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that, I reckon.
Hey, Fitzy, son of Mick and Claire, we've been talking this morning about when you knew that something big was happening in your house, like your parents break out something special and fancy just to signify a special occasion. For example, your parents.
Yeah, well, I think it was usually at the end of either a harvest or when we were sowing, and if there was a box of Crownies in the fridge, it's him. And Mr. Bill Hayes, he was on. He was really in celebration mode.
I mean, this wasn't a big thing, but on a Friday night, we used to pick up Mum from the dental surgery at Morford Vale. She would jump into the car, and I used to love how Dad would go, Dale, you're not cooking tonight. We're going to junk food corner at Noarlunga there, and you'd have a choice, Jodie.
Yes.
You'd have a choice between Macca's, KFC or Pizza Hut. And you could,
what do you do?
Dad would give you $10.
Yep.
Oh, it was a 2-piece feed for me every time with a bit of coleslaw. That was always KFC for me. But we always knew that we were having a big one. The other one was we lived in Christie Downs, right? And I had no idea until Mum and Dad told me this later on. We bought this house. Mum and Dad bought a house in Christie Downs for $30,000. That was 2 years ago. But we had 2 fences.
Yeah.
Right? We had a fence around the block of land, and then there was another huge fence that was set 5 metres in from the fence on the outside of the block.
Yeah.
And I never understood it. I remember we used to have all these weird people knocking on our door saying, "Is the party on today?" We found out afterwards, but we bought the house off that were the head of a nudist colony.
Yes.
And they used to have parties in the backyard, completely starkers, and that's why they had 2 fences so no one could see in.
Wow.
That's
The
sensational.
3-legged race was really weird, but apart from that, it was...
Well, Tom Wren has re-entered the conversation. Hey,
Speaking of athletic ability, let's talk the draft, shall we?
hey, Fitzy, as a fellow number 4 pick, what sort of advice have you given to new Crow Sid Draper?
I felt like giving him a call last night and just saying, well, I know how you feel Wednesday night. I know how you feel, mate, coming in at number 4. The thing is, he's got a bit of football ability. I didn't. No, I'm really pumped. He's a local boy, good southern boy. He goes to Cardine College, and he's a jet. That's the other thing. He's quick, he's agile, and I think he's only going to get stronger, faster, and he'll be great for the Crows.
We also had a discussion, and you might be able to help us out in this. With the social media now and the fact that everything is filmed, when all these kids get drafted, it's like 15 of their mates pile in with pillows and just fists, and it's like do their very best to try and injure their best mate who's just got drafted, like at that moment. Like, what? Talk us through those celebrations. It's insane.
I didn't go to the draft. I didn't do a draft camp. I didn't go to the draft. We had a big night at the Crown down at Victor Harbour the night before. I remember this, and I was hungover the day. I suppose it says a lot about my football career.
Yes.
But yeah, we had a heap of friends around, and you would hear it on the radio. I'm pretty sure we heard it on the radio, and we were informed that I was going to Sydney.
Yeah.
Mum was crying her eyes out. Dad was celebrating. He was getting rid of me. But it's such a big day, but I wasn't actually at the draft.
Yeah, right. Did you get a night at Junk Food Corner after you got drafted?
Yes.
It's the only way the Fitzgeralds know how to celebrate, with some KFC.
Fitzy, appreciate your time, mate. We'll do it all again next week.
Good on you guys. Thanks, Mr. December.